Perfect. Those two. How's it going, YouTube? Nick Novak back for another video here. Big day on the ranch. We're gonna wean 3 of our bottle calves that are in there. We're gonna get them weaned. So kind of what's gonna happen is I'm gonna tear up half their fence here back to the Jeep. I'm gonna cut some wire right here and we'll just run them right into there where these wean calves are at, back in these trees. So we'll get this fence cut off. Okay, so I got it cut off right there. We'll just run them through here. And I'm just gonna make a little hole, I think right here. And then I have some overlap on some paneling. I'm gonna grab the panel and just replace it. It needs to be replaced eventually. This isn't the way it's gonna be set up forever. So I'm fine with that. We're just gonna try to get by with what we got. So we'll see if they find it. Like I said, kind of redneck, but whatever. I'm gonna push this tire right here. I don't know why, I just feel like they're gonna try to jump under there if they can't find that hole. So we'll get that tire put there. Okay, so the plan is to keep this smoky one in here. I don't know exactly how old she is. I'll have to go back and look, but I know she's not 70 days yet. So these 3 right here, we'll leave her there. We'll get them pushed out and we'll talk about it. Come on. Come on, 33. Hey. Perfect. And they're free. Okay, so what I'm gonna do next, I got them in there. We'll go check them in a second, but let's get this put back together. Okay, y'all, they're running around. It's gonna be something different, so they're all gonna kind of act crazy here for a little bit, which is fine. As long as they stay in, that's all I care about. See, I'm running a little bit. So there's gonna be, there's a total of 6 out there now. So that's good. I was needing to get them weaned, so let me hop up here in the cab real quick and I'll kind of talk to you guys real quick, kind of tell you why I decided to do it today. So these calves were born at the end of January, or I think the excuse me, the youngest one was born February 2nd. And so the calf that was born February 2nd, he would be 75 days old today, and that's when I wean them. I've been feeding them probably 1.5 bottles. I fill up 3 bottles and I split it between those 3. Been doing that the last probably week. So they haven't been getting as much milk. They've been chewing on a lot more grain here recently. So they have been in the weaning process, so to speak, for wean at 75 days. Milk replacer is so expensive, and the research I've done and doing this in the past, I have came to the realization that about 75 days is a good number for me for what I do. And so these 2 black calves right here, they were both weaned at, I can't remember, I think it was 67 days, so it was a little earlier. And so I just wanted to give these calves another week, and I think it's gonna be very beneficial. So like I said, these calves are weaned now. They've been eating alfalfa, they've been eating ground hay, they're probably chewing on some grass. There's a little bit of grass in there for a while now. And so kind of my plan from here on out is, today's Tuesday, and so probably next week on Monday we'll get them out of this pen where all the trees are at, and like I said yesterday, get them out there to the front of the house. We'll let that grass grow for another 6 days, and once those calves are out there, I'll put a little grain bucket out there by the barn, and we'll just grain them probably once or twice a day. Let them out there on that grass and let them take off. It's free feed, that grass is, so we're gonna make sure we do that. Exciting, I only have 2 bottle calves now. We'll go take a look at them. Like I said, I need to check my phone and see how old that smoky one is. I think I got her at the end of February, so she's maybe 45 or 50 days old. I can't really remember, but she won't be alone because I still have this little black bull calf. Sorry, steer calf now. I'm gonna kick him in with her, so they this one can start learning how to eat grain and whatnot. So try to help him take off a little bit. See if we can't walk him around. And he's the youngest by probably a month. Wow. Come on. Get in there. There we go. The one thing that worries me about him is this smoky one likes to suck on ears after the bottle. So we'll have to watch that. Hopefully it don't last too long. He's pretty spunky, so surely he'll try to get away. But you guys can tell there's a little bit of a size difference. Those 2 should become friends and hopefully thrive together. That is the goal, at least. But got a little alfalfa for them still. There's some hay right there. Those 2 should be fine. Like I said, in probably a month or less than that, we'll wean this little smoky one, and we might have to try to find another little bottle calf here for the rest of them. Well, for that black one to have a little buddy. There's 32, that's the oldest heifer. The 2 blacks back there running away, and that little steer calf. So in here total, there's 3 black heifers and 1 black bull, sorry, steer, and then those 2 red ones are also steers. So we got 3 of each, and then once we get these 2 in there, there'll be 4 of each. So it'll be interesting to see what they end up weighing when we take them to the sale barn at the end of the grazing season. I'll quit jabbering real quick though. We'll get this pin put back and this tire put back, and then go walk through there. We'll check their grain, make sure that stays full, especially because these calves are going to kind of go through a little rough patch, not being able to eat a bottle like they're used to. So we'll make sure we get them as much grain and alfalfa as they can. So you guys can see them real quick. These 2 that have been in here for a while, they're both grazing, eating those weeds and green grass in there. There's not a lot, but there's enough. So perfect. They still have grain. I overgrained them this morning because I knew I was gonna wean them and I don't have to do it again. So let's walk over here. I'm sure they're gonna take off because they're kind of crazy. There's one that's already been weaned for a while. You can't look at them here. Looks like they got their heads down trying to chew on stuff. Be this one over here, this red one, and this little black right here. You can tell they're a little skinnier and smaller than the rest, which is fine. They're probably 40 days younger, maybe even 60 days younger than these other three, so they got time to grow. Once they hit the grass, they'll be off to the races. One thing I was gonna do is, I know there's one spot where the fence is bad that I need to go patch it real quick. But while we're going over there, we'll just check all the fence real quick. Yep, I see her. The bull was jumping into this pen from over there and jumping across right here. Those calves will jump out of there, so we'll get that fixed. All I did was pull it up. It was just loose. Those calves ain't gonna try to jump it, so that should hold them just fine. One thing I'll probably do tonight, once the wind dies down, my daughter wakes up, is I gotta go get the hay trailer, which will take you guys along part of the way for that. I got 2 new Hereford cows also. I got a really good price on, couldn't pass them up, so I ended up just getting them. They delivered them last night, like I said in the last video. So anyways, we'll head to the pasture to get the hay trailer, get it filled up. I won't do that on video today because my daughter's sleeping right there in the house, and when she wakes up, she'll probably help me get it loaded, and then we'll take it back to him. Okay, y'all, so here they are. This is her first calf. She's a darker red Hereford. She's a little bit small, on the smaller side. She needs some feed, so we're gonna push the alfalfa to her. This grass is green too, so she should end up being fine. She got a decent little bag on her. Her calf's probably, they said 30 days old, so I'm not even really sure. See if we can't walk up here. This is a 3-year-old. This would be her second, this girl's second calf. That first calf heifer had a heifer calf, and this is a bull. She actually looks decent. I mean, she got a good bag on her. Still a little crazy, but they look good. Like I said, I got a price on them that you almost can't pass up on. Sorry, got some in my eye. That you can't pass up on, and so ended up buying them. Those calves will be worth probably 1,300 bucks. You know, since they're being straight Hereford. Geez, sorry. Since them being straight Herefords, it hurts the price a little bit. But if they grow, they grow. So that's all that I really care about. And then those cows, we'll see what they end up looking like. You know, at the end of the summer, if we can get a little condition back on them. Sorry, I had to cut. This is a pretty cool picture. I took a picture on my phone. That little bull calf, he's pretty good shape. His mom has a good bag on her. So who knows? We might end up keeping her. I don't know yet. I'm still trying to decide the way I want to go. I keep going back and forth because I'm gonna rant here for a second. I really love the Hereford breed a lot. I just think they're really cool. You know, that's kind of what America grew up on. That's was the first cow you always seen in movies and everything like that. And so it would be cool to run Herefords back on this ground like they did, you know, 50 to 100 and 150 even longer ago. And so I'm still trying to go back and forth. I'd like to start a Hereford bull program too. I thought that would be kind of cool too. A lot of guys like putting Herefords on their black cows, get black baldies. So there's always that way to go. But at the same time, I love the Charolais and the Red Angus cow with a Charolais bull on them. Just the half Red Angus, half Charolais, even full Charolais. I just really like that. So I don't know. We'll have to play it by ear and see what happens. I'm young, but I'd like to get something established where when my kids get up around my age, they can keep it going. So we'll see what happens. We have a little bit of everything right now. We got black, we got red, we have 2 Charolais, we got 3 Herefords, and 11 Red Angus and 3 Herefords. So we're just gonna see right now. We're just trying to make ends meet, flip cattle, and do it the right way. And so that's kind of where we're at. These cows, I think they'll do good for us. They'll gain good. We got a lot of green grass coming up, so that should help them gain a little bit of weight. So anyways, I'm gonna go grab the hay trailer, get that refilled for the big herd. I won't bring you guys along for that. We'll end it here. Appreciate you guys watching the weaned calves getting weaned, and look at these 2 new Herefords. So catch you guys in the next one. Peace.